Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the episode of Greatlocs. I'm Gunther the Great, and today I'm going to be answering you guys' questions that you asked me on Instagram. With mentioning Instagram, make sure to give the page a follow so that you get exclusive insight on what's going to be happening next on the channel. Also, I'm going to start promoting subscribers really soon. But you guys, before we get into this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let's jump straight into the Q&A. First question, will you dye your whole head purple? No, I do not plan on that. I don't think I've ever planned on that. Second question, why do my dreads grow so slow? Should I cut them? Your dreads don't really grow slow. I believe everyone's hair grows at the same rate, but maybe your mind is just thinking that they're growing slow. And dreadlocks always do seem to kind of grow slower than just your regular hair, but stay patient. The second part of his question was, should you cut them? If you think your dreadlocks are growing slow, the best thing to do is to not cut them, so don't cut them. Who has the best dreads in the music industry? To me, I would probably say Sway Lee's are dope. I'm not gonna lie. I'll just stick with Sway Lee just because his hair looks super cool, because it's all super cylindrical. And let's be honest, his hair is really cool actually. This is a really interesting question. Are white people allowed to get dreads? I actually explained this in multiple videos. I always take everyone's side on this. People think I like to take sides or something like that. But yes, white people can get dreads. Black people can get dreads. Asian people can get dreads. Now, are they allowed to? Who's to say that they aren't or are allowed to? Like, who am I to say if they are or not? I think they should be able to make that judgment for themselves. How do you clean your scalp? Greetings from Chile. The best way to clean your scalp is to get a T-Sal gel, which is a shampoo that is really good for a dry scalp. And I'm telling you guys, this cleans the scalp very well. One thing that I noticed that doesn't really work well is Dr. Bronner shampoo. It can get hard to use just because for some odd reason, it always leaves buildup in your hair. So I would not recommend using Dr. Bronner's. Of course, you're supposed to dilute it a bunch with water, but still, I would not recommend Dr. Bronner's because I've diluted it before and still it doesn't really work. But T-Sal gel works great. Just always make sure that you work the shampoo to your scalp and scrub it with your fingertips. Massage your scalp. Works the best. And then rinse it out very well. Make sure you rinse out all of the shampoo. If I comb out my dreads, will I ever start again? I kind of see myself starting again in the future. I'm not exactly sure how or what method I'm gonna choose or whatever, but I could see that happening. How did I start my locks? Did I get a tapered hairline or did I just start from there? I literally started my dreadlocks with towel rub, and then I didn't really even care about my hairline back then because I don't even think hairlines were a thing back then. Like, nobody really cared about hairlines back then, which is weird. And then now it's like the thing to have like a tapered hairline. I'm pretty sure it's been around. People are gonna get on me for that, but anyway, I didn't really consider it. How old was I when I started my dreadlocks? I was 18, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I was 18. I think I was about to turn 19. How did I sleep when I started my dreads? Literally, all I did was sleep. I didn't worry about wrapping my hair up. I didn't worry about lint. I didn't worry about any of that stuff, which you probably should, you could. One night I slept with a beanie, maybe a couple nights. But I know a lot of people wear do-rags or some sort of cap to cover their hair. You can wrap your hair. I didn't. I would actually recommend you to wrap your hair. But then again, like, let your head breathe. Don't wrap your hair too much. They said they're getting straight hair dreadlocks. Should they freeform or maintain them? Freeform dreadlocks with straight hair, in my opinion, just doesn't look good. So I would maintain them. Just take my advice with that one. Someone says they want to get dreadlocks, but they're in the ROTC program at their school, which is basically prepping you for the army, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm mistaken myself, then, well, please don't hurt me in the comment section. But if there are rules and regulations in order to be in that program, follow those rules and regulations. Don't break any rules in order to do a simple thing as a hairstyle. But if they allow it and you want to get them, go for it. Someone asked, how do I tie my hair at night? A lot of the times I'll just grab my hair and then wrap it and tie it together so it stays together. Sometimes I'll put my hair in a bun. Sometimes if the bun I'm wearing that day is comfortable, I'll sleep in it. It all just changes. Some nights I just allow my hair to stay down. The only downside of that is that sometimes I'll lay on my hair and then I'll have lines on my face, but that's the only downside. Hurts sometimes. Is it possible to split a thick dreadlock into two dreadlocks? It is possible. Would I recommend it? No, I would not recommend it. The only way I would recommend it is if you comb out that dreadlock and then turn that section of hair into two dreads. Because I've seen people will take scissors to their dreads and literally just cut a dreadlock in half, but I would not recommend that just because you're cutting hair that's in the dread and it makes your dread really weak. It'll be stronger if you just break it down and rebuild it. That's with anything in life. If something's not working, break it down, then rebuild. Don't try to reconstruct what's there. Here's a really interesting question. Are you white or are you black? I am actually half black and half white. My dad is black and my mom is white. Why am I not going home to visit my parents for Christmas? That's a good question. That's a good question, Mom. It's a good question. Well, why don't you come visit me for Christmas, huh? I'm onto something. Here's a good question. Is there any way to escape the ugly phase of dreads? The only way to escape the ugly phase of dreads is to wrap your mind around that your hair is not ugly, nor is it an ugly stage or an ugly phase. Look at your hair and love your hair no matter what. It's easier for you to have dreadlocks that way. To look at the situation and love it no matter what. Wisdom. How long will hair grow in 1 year? I could say from my experience, probably a year is most likely like 6 inches. I feel like a lot of the time when you grow your hair for a year, it goes down to your chin. And I feel like, faces are probably like 6 or 7 inches. So I would say 6 or 7 inches. Most likely 6 inches. Last question, but not least. Can I do a style video? And I think that's something that I can do. And I definitely will do it. I've done one before, but I'll do a new one since my hair is longer. And we'll see how that goes. But you guys, I had so much fun answering you guys' questions. Thank you so much for entering them in. It means a lot to me. You guys are the best. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to go follow the Greatlocs page so that you are ready to enter a question next time I do a Q&A. And also just to be promoted on the page. Don't forget to go check out the great merch as well. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.